Hello, American Dream Life member. Happy to join live and share a message of the week. And before I go there, the mission of this community is to help you grow your beliefs and become a united human being. Why it's so important? It's more important than ever to start realizing that you can really live your true American dream no matter what. When you taking things from one side and experience the other side and believing that it's possible. And that was the premonition of the American dream. You came to and believe, and even if you didn't have an opportunity to come yet to America, you believe that there is a possibility and you can create that possibility within. When you somehow don't feel like what is going on in your life, you in the right place, or being somehow overwhelmed with the current circumstances, having the belief and possibility and growing your beliefs that you can shift and you can create a different circumstance, that you can pass through that circumstance and experience a different reality for yourself. It's That's what true American dream is about. So without further ado, today is about the producer. Again, it's been for some time, that almost to the punchline when those words are revealed, and this week wasn't any different. It revealed, I was watching actually a series on Prime, and the word producer was just keep showing up. Apparently, that series had a lot of producers and co-producers, and that word just was coming on and off the screen, and I thought I was the same one, but actually was with a different name. And somehow I was paying attention to it, so I thought that's my answer for this week, and that's what I get to share. And with some reflection, why that word? It seems like, yes, definitely there were some stories and experiences in my life in this week and the last one to somehow get to that word, and what that word is about. Like, I saw that in the series, that word is being used in a lot of industries. Producer is to produce some results. It's very results driven, to the point that it creates a lot of pressure in the experience, because that feeling of the responsibility, must, I need to produce for one reason or the other. Potentially you saw the men like pushing yourself because maybe you saw counting on the check to produce. Maybe there are some deadline when there is some productions that you working on that may not be tied to the monetary results, but you get to produce the results to and at work, even in a job, you under some deadline to produce some report, for example, or to create to implement some idea. So it's not always money driven, the money one. It's mostly creating a lot of pressure and the deadline, so money and the time that creating that pressure. However, it seems like, yeah, it's money fault or the time fault. It's actually we are the one that creating that in our experience, because not seeing a bigger picture. It's a programming that we doing. The more that we will be doing, the better results we can create. And instead of stepping back and actually realizing that maybe I'm pressuring under so much pressure that I'm not in capacity to produce those results. I'm stopping those results. I may be very close to it, and some crazy situations all of a sudden happening, that you losing your belief in yourself, that you doubting in your abilities, because there's some craziness. You missing like opportunities, like they hanging in the air for you and they not landing for you. They pass to somebody else, for example, and it's becoming even more frustrating because you're so counting on that. And how to actually transform that, instead of getting deeper into the stories and assumptions that there must be something wrong and I don't deserve, or some other things that you potentially saying. Actually start observing what kind of thoughts are coming to your mind when you putting yourself under so much pressure, when they becoming so many doubts, and you start actually exploring and expanding those thoughts to the beliefs and energies and emotions that it's not working out, and frustration that you're experiencing. It will actually stop you from getting where you want to go. And so that first thing, that to be a producer, not the do producer, is to actually observing and having awareness of the thoughts that you're having with the pressure that you putting yourself under, because many times you're not aware of those things. And once you have that awareness, trust the process. Trust the process. When you're creating that awareness, do something about it. Explore some deeper why you're having those thoughts. Learn how to shift those thoughts. Potentially, why I having, what causing that self-doubt, for example, or frustration, because many times this is just a symptom and it's not a root cause of what creating that. So usually it's a little bit deeper, that potentially some old programming is kick in and creating creating some commotion, or there's something, some subconscious, some habits that you develop, and there's something new, and potentially your brain just trying to keep you safe and help you creating those stories in your mind to keep you in that safe place, because there might be something new. Maybe you're approaching things from a different perspective already, and you being stopped. So that thing, and the trusting, the next one was trusting the process. Once you have a better awareness that things will work out, and because that's also important. When you don't trust, those doubts will show up for sure. When you don't trust that it will happen, and then believe in you. Because if you don't believe in your abilities, especially in putting yourself under pressure, that maybe yes, maybe when you start putting those doubts, you will be really turning yourself off, and it will be harder to produce the results that you desire to have. And like I said, it's around the job, around the timing, around the entrepreneur journey of the business, but also no matter what you wanted, like some desire, maybe you're working on some goal, maybe idea, intention that you have, and it applies to those as well. When somehow that self-talk is negative, and you're not aware of it, you pushing harder, and you actually creating even more pressure on yourself, when you're not trusting that things will work out, and when you don't believe in your abilities, your gifts and talents, that it's possible for you. So so I trust that it's helpful. Feel free to share what resonates with that message for you. I would love to see it. You can comment on the YouTube channel, because that's being streamed through third party on the YouTube channel, and in the private Facebook group community under the same name, American Dream Life. Facebook is private. There's more interaction. You invited, if you're watching from YouTube, to join for more interaction, more content there. And there's the link on the YouTube channel. And I think YouTube kind of keeps changing the places. I think there is a link when you go to the homepage And what else? You can share the message when it resonates and you think that might be stirring someone in your life to hear that message, because you're already seeing them putting themselves under so much pressure and they're not sure why they cannot produce the results, and creating even more frustration, not just for themselves, but it's becoming harder for them, for you to be around them too. Because that's how I how that can actually happen, that it start being seen more and more visible, and a person seems to be clueless what's going on. And so feel free to share. And what else? From the YouTube channel, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, and the more the merrier. And the notification usually coming earlier to announce what time I'm coming. Usually it's on Thursday morning, for some time between 8 and 8:30. And yeah, it's Mountain Standard Time. And that's about it for the logistics. And at this point, sending you so much love, joy, and peace, and see you around. Take care.